Welcome back. We're crafting with Karla Pierce today on the show. It's an in-service day, so these are the kind of days where it's kind of fun to have a really easy but fun craft to do with the children. It's great to have you back on the show, Karla.
My pleasure. Yeah.
Look at all the beautiful color you brought to my show today.
Well, you know, we've got flowers happening outside.
I know.
Oh, the beautiful tulips and all the trees.
Yeah.
I love it. It's
it is a good time of year.
I know. It's so inspiring. So I made a few with yarn, and some of them are easier to do than others. And I think maybe what we'll do, I'm going to set these ones. These ones are pretty cool. This is a little flower maker loom, and I'm not a great knitter, but I do like using the looms. And this loom, so this comes out of that part, and this here makes these little guys.
Okay.
And then this here, this guy here is the finished product. And
wow.
Isn't it cute?
That is really cute.
These ones are time consuming, so I sort of prepped for these a little bit. If we have time, maybe we'll do those second. These guys are the easiest ones.
Okay.
And these, you can put them in your hair.
You have one in your hair. It looks beautiful.
Fun. You can put them on, you know, anywhere you like on your purse.
Yeah.
They're lovely. You can even sew them together if you want to knit a blanket or something. But they're really easy to make, and I thought maybe we could do these ones. Would you like to give it a whirl?
I would prefer to start with the easy ones, because if I try the really, it's going to be a lot of pressure for me. Let's do it with the easy ones.
We'll start with the easy ones, and then maybe if we have time, we'll make these ones too.
Sure.
But there's lots of different things that you can do with it. It's really limitless in terms of how many different flowers you can make.
Yep.
I mean, your imagination it's wide open. Now, Susan, what colors appeal to you today?
I would say yellow and purple together.
All right.
How does that sound?
How's these ones? They're good?
That looks good.
So one of the things that I like to do when we're putting these loomies together is to do two colors. So I just unwrap two pieces of this, and if I can find the end of this guy, there it is, and this orange. So I'm going to try the orange and the red together, and we just start at one end. Now, if you notice on the looms, there's a little knob at the end of them, and that is for this. You just wrap it like that, and it kind of holds it in place. Now, when you were in school, did you do any yarn art?
Yeah, you know, some of this is sort of ringing a bell to me.
Yeah, so this is just like doing yarn art in grade 2, 3. So we're just going to...
Like when you started it,
yeah, I just wrapped it around. That's right, there you go, and wrap it directly across. So think in terms of like a clock. So we're going to go all the way across, just like a clock. Going, you know, to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then the bottom comes around on the other side. So as we gradually go, so from end to end, and we're going to tie this center part. So these guys are going to make the little loops. That's okay. You can't do it too wrong. Okay, yeah, wrap it right around. There we go, and then back down to here. There we go, and then you see how you're turning it. That's right, and then it keeps going across, and we could do it a couple of times around. I've done them really funny. My first flowers are not here, by the way, because they were kind of disasters.
Were they?
Yeah, but at the same time, the nice thing about when the flowers are disasters are okay, because they've got a floral sort of energy to them.
I think mine are going to be disasters.
No.
I see that yours are crossing. Oh, I've kind of started over, because
that's okay.
I see that yours are crossing over in the middle, and I don't think I'm doing the crossover in the middle as I should be.
And so this kind of pattern is what we want. So it's going to cross over. So you're going, there you go, and across that way. Lord. There you go. That's good.
In that way?
Yeah, yeah. And then, the next one over there, that's okay, because we're going to sew the centers together. And again, this is something that you can do with your kids at home. They do need a little help as you, sometimes the yarn slips off a little bit, so you do need a bit of attention to it. But eventually, we're going to have a 1970s design here that looks a little bit like some yarn art. And that
Yours looks great.
It's kind of a groovy sunshine feel to it.
It is a groovy sunshine feel. How do you know when to go? How long to go?
Well,
I've made a mess of mine.
No, you haven't. Honestly, it looks great. Okay, so does that looks pretty good to me. Yeah, you've got all the knobs, and that happens to me at home all the time. Yeah. My cats have so much fun. You know, those little Miss Mittens, and then the yarn goes down on the floor, and then she's like, "Rawr."
They want to get involved.
Jumps all over it. She's been having a good time jumping up on the couch and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to cut the bottom of this.
I actually came home yesterday to my cat, left me a special surprise at the door, a little mouse.
Oh, wonderful. Gifts from Kitty Gifts.
The cats from the gifts are endless, aren't they? So once you cut it, whereabouts should I cut it?
Okay, so I like to leave a little bit of a tail on the end, and I don't actually tie anything in the first part of the process because it you can tie things up a little later on, and sometimes it's nice to have a little extra bit of yarn hanging around because you never know, you might need it for something else. Now the center, I'm going to do a different color.
Okay.
Let's see.
We might deliberate on colors, but throw to a break here. Speaking of flowers, check out the one we're throwing to here. We're back in 2 minutes.
Nice.
Nice picture. Stay with us.
Box up your dreams and wait for a miracle. The fallen man's free, his mind is formidable. Tie up my heart from breaking away, away, oh. We made our mind.
Welcome back. We are joined by Karla Pierce on the show today. We are making flowers made out of yarn, and we're right in the middle of it. We're about to add the last color with a needle, and that's kind of how it finishes.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So the center part, when I first started doing these, I had a real method to it, and then I just let go of that and do the abstract expressionist center flower part. So I just put it right through the center, and that's it. And then we just make sure when you pull it, you leave a little bit hanging out the bottom there. And then you're just going to create, there's no rhyme or reason to it, just with sewing back and forth here, try not to let it get caught anywhere, the center portion of the flower. And so this sewing part in the middle does two things. It holds all the center pieces together, so it's holding it, but it also gives the center part some nice color, and it's just a back and forth sewing thing.
And that sort of is the center, it's the eye of the flower, if you will.
The eye of the flower.
I love that song in the 80s. I still love it, actually. While we're doing this, Karla, I know that your next segment coming up on Creating with Karla Pierce at 3 o'clock on CFJC on the weekends. We have a little snippet of it, so maybe you can tell us a little bit. What is it about?
Well, that was a really delicious day. We made some cakes, and I got to ice them and learn how to make fondant with Carolyn's Cakes. And
delicious.
She's an amazing baker.
All right, let's check out the clip.
I feel like a little bit of me goes out with every cake that I do.
The beauty of the cake is paramount to the symbolism and ceremony of the cake cutting. It can be a very important part of family life. It connects us to change and celebration.
One of my other cakes that I made, and it's for personal reasons, but it told a story. It was an engagement cake. And the couple had gone up to the top of a mountain to where a waterfall was, and he was gonna propose there, but there was too many people. So they decided to go home. She went and sat on the couch. He came into the living room, went down on one knee, and proposed. The couple, she works at our wildlife park, so she's all about the animals. So instead of making people, we made bears. Knowing that it's telling their story, and when they see it, they're gonna remember that moment. It told the story. It was awesome.
Lots of fun, hey? Lots of fun hanging out with people who bake delicious things.
Oh yeah, that was an awesome day, and I went home really sugared. Because I was eating the icing all the way through the shoot. It was just nonstop. As soon as she brought it out,
yeah, I don't blame you.
It was really, really fun. Okay, so this is it. This is like the flour. We've got the center. You've got a center in there now too. So think they're organic little units. Here you go. Okay, so this is like the hook here, and you use this hook and you just start taking it out. And that's it. And you can see that these little petals here are petals as they come off. And it's just going to be a cute little flower as we start to slide the petals off. And eventually the whole thing will just pop right off. Right. And again, the back part of it, you can use this for anything. It can go with any outfit, or you can put them on a bag, or decorate your house with them. I mean, it's fun. They're fabric, and there's no mess to this project at all. Really nice for also teenage girls who just want to spruce up their jeans or make a little outfit. And that is it. And there's our fantastic flower for today.
Love it. I love it. Yours looks gorgeous. So we get the close-up of that? Let's get your close-up. Hold it nice and still. You said your husband made one of these? I bet his turned out better than mine. Mine's looking kind of sad. Oh, wait. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know if we need a close-up on mine, Marcel. And
it's absolutely fun. You see, this is.
Let's be honest. No, do get the close-up. Look at this. You know what? I wasn't good at yarn in school either. Like, look, I kind of missed the mark. But I think it's savable, perhaps.
I think it's a peony, I mean, because all the flowers have different kind of shapes to them, right? So that one is, Susan, you made a peony. It's lovely. Check it out.
No, it's okay, Marcel. We don't need to do that. Okay, I love yours. Mine's not bad. But if you if you would like to check out more on this, of course, you can always get a hold of Karla Pierce because she does beautiful work. I just didn't do it well today. KarlaPierce.com, but also Creating with Karla Pierce this weekend, 3 o'clock on CFJC. Thank you for being here.
Oh, my pleasure. It's always so much fun.